When you lose a loved one, the days, months, even years to follow are often filled with many heartbreaking days. For the Solberg family, a hard first is coming up next week. It's been 9 months since Landon Solberg lost his battle with brain cancer, and next week will be the first birthday since his passing. Landon's dad, Travis Solberg, joins us today through Skype to talk about some special events that you have planned in honor of Landon's birthday. Travis, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
We've talked about this, so many hard times throughout the months, and will continue to be through the years. But coming up on the first birthday, Landon's first birthday since his passing, how did you decide you have some pretty cool things planned. How did that come about?
Yeah, so we started talking about, as a foundation, what we could do to kind of give back again with the foundation, always looking at how we can help kids in the community. And we started talking about, a lot of times in December, that time of year, there's a lot of presents and gifts being brought into the hospitals and cancer wings of hospitals. So we thought, well, let's take Landon's birthday, which is June 29th, and see if we can give some presents to the kids at that time, when it's typically a slower time when kids are getting things. So that's kind of how it initially started, and it's kind of progressed from there. So initial thought is that we would cater in some meals, we'd bring presents for the kids, we'd bring cake, we have a big celebration with all the families, and then COVID hit. So that kind of changed the plan for it, but still going to help kids. And what we're doing is what we call as a birthday in a box. So we're going to we're getting information from the hospitals and Ronald McDonald House, and then getting some families, so we know that the ages of the kids and their general interests. So we're going to create what we're calling birthday in a box. So we're buying gifts for each of those kids that are going through a medical situation right now, along with their siblings, and then also throwing some gift cards for the families. And then just throwing some cupcakes, some of the individual box cupcakes, so we're not having the big meal. And then we have some meal gift cards. But we're going to provide that birthday in a box. We're going to deliver a majority of those on Monday coming up here, which was June 29th was Landon's birthday.
I love this idea, and you're right. It's nice to kind of spread it out. It's still super important for Christmas, that time of the year for kids in the hospital, but also there are kids in the hospital all year round, so especially here in June. Do you know how many boxes you'll be bringing over on Monday?
So currently we have about 21 families that we know of, and that number could change this week. We're kind of hoping we'll hit about 30, and if it goes higher than that, it's even better. One of the kids that we were delivering to, his last treatment at Roger Maris was on Friday. So we got to go and deliver to him, and it was a familiar face to the foundation. So that was a lot of fun. Just a kid that we love as a foundation, and to see him wrap up his treatment and being able to be home for the rest of the summer was really exciting for us as a foundation to see that.
And, this is, just right on with your mission. Could you talk a little bit once again about the Landon's Light Foundation? I know it was spurred by all of the great community support you got during Landon's battle, and that's why you want to help families now.
Yeah, absolutely. We just had an incredible amount of support during Landon's entire journey, which was a little less than 2 years that he was battling cancer, and we were just overwhelmed by all the support that we did receive. So probably about 9 months before Landon had passed away, we started talking about, hey, Landon, if this thing goes good, you're in remission, you're doing great, or if it goes the way that the doctors are saying it's going to go, what would you want us to do to give back? And if we created a foundation. So really this whole thing was started by kind of Landon's initial vision of what he wanted to see. And he primarily wanted to help kids that were going through medical conditions like he was, some difficult, a chronic medical condition. But after he had passed, we started talking as a group, our board, and we also wanted to help he really, Landon himself had a love for academics. He had a really strong faith, and he loved sports. So we decided as a foundation, hey, if we can help kids in our community just in general, anybody, that's we're going to do that as well as part of the foundation. So it's not just kids that are receiving treatment, we're just helping all kids in general. So that's been a lot of fun, because it opens up a lot of doors and ways that we can help kids throughout the community.
And I know I've talked to Andrea and you about this. It's great that you're putting your pain into something like this. It doesn't mean that you don't still have hard days. Coming up on Landon's first birthday has to be hard. How are you guys doing with this date coming up?
You know, it's tough, and we just Father's Day on Sunday. It's tough because obviously he's not there, and it's the first time he's not there. But we went down to the lake, and really he's always close to our heart, it seems like. And with what we're doing at the foundation, he's top of mind as we're having conversations every day. And one thing that Andrea and I've really tried to do is take what are really difficult times for us and make it a positive experience for hopefully other people. The first 10 days that he was in the hospital when he got diagnosed, we did the 10 days of giving in December. So that was really one of the hardest times for us. And we were trying to make it a positive. And again, we knew the birthday was going to be tough. And so then we did the birthday in the box. And then we know September is going to be tough because that's when we lost him last year. And now we're looking at doing a run in September because he loved being busy and physically active. So we know it's something he would love. So just trying to turn each one of those pain points in our family into something positive for other people. And hopefully it's having a good impact on these other families.
Oh, I know it is. And I know you also have a golf tournament in Landon's name as well. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we're having July 21st. We're having the Landon's Light Golf Tournament. It's over at Moorhead Country Club. We started planning prior to COVID, so we kind of have the date set and the time, and then COVID hit, and we weren't sure if we were still going to be able to have it, but just found out about a week and a half ago that we could still have the shotgun start. So we opened that registration up about a week ago, and we already have we're capping at 36 teams. We already have 30 teams that have registered, which is pretty incredible for just a span of 3 or 4 days. So we're so excited for the event, and it's a great way for us to really, again, celebrate Landon and have some friends and family that are close and really have Landon with us again.
I know he'd be proud of everything you guys are doing. I think it's just incredible. The birthday in a box, the golf tournament, and the run coming up. If people want to help out or find out more information on the Landon's Light Foundation, how do they do that?
So head out on the internet, just head out to landonslight.org, and you'll be able to get all the information you need about our foundation. And if you want to volunteer, if you want to donate, if you want to see what upcoming events are, it's all out on the website. So a great place to go.
Travis, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Lisa.
Stay with us. Coming up next here on North Dakota Today, we are keeping your child ready for school with Sylvan. That's next.